is the important thing that we found in Kerala was after decades of LDF and UDF rule in Kerala state, still what they should come out should be action taken report or the report card what has been done for last 7 decades in Kerala. हर व्यक्ति को वहाँ पे इसी बात की चिंता है कि सरकार ने यूडीएफ एलडीएफ ने इतने डिकेड्स में केरला के विकास के लिए क्या किया, बट स्टिल what is being said is another set of promises by UDF and LDF. That is important issue. What we find in Kerala is people in Kerala are waiting for a change. They want good infrastructure, they want industries, they want employment. The over-dependence of Kerala on remittances, whether it is from other parts of the country or Gulf countries, major whatever growth or economic development we find in Kerala is because of remittances of the people. People want to stay at their home, their estate and work. They want employment. What LDF, UDF have done over the years in this for creating employment is an issue. Then they are talking about left government, about social welfare. Issues like women's safety, etc. are important. Ultimately, last in the welfare of any state is social welfare is there has to be a corruption-free mechanism through which government schemes reach to the targeted person and reach to the people without any leakages. What they have done over these decades is an important issue that I would like to briefly deal today. And what we have found over their report card and last promises, analysis of what promises LDF government had done in their last manifesto and what has been achieved is an important thing. The first and foremost is the infrastructure. Without infrastructure, no level of industries can grow, no employment can be generated, no ease of living can be held or ease of doing business is done. What LDF had promised in the last manifesto was IT park, increasing the IT park to 1 lakh crore, increasing it from 1.9 lakh square kilometer to 2.9 lakh crore square kilometer. That has been completely blocked. Nothing has been done because environmental clearances and issues like other things which they were not taken care, and it was a fake promise that they did in the last manifesto. The second important was about the gas line. Just now Prime Minister went to Kochi and just 8-10 days back he inaugurated the Kochi and announced lot of funds on the Kochi gas pipeline. This same pipeline, gas pipeline, was promised by LDF in 2009. Then again in 2011, the same pipeline was announced in 2016. Still nothing progress has done until Prime Minister himself has to intervene, and during this period, the cost of this pipeline has increased from 2,915 crore to 5,750 crore. Who is responsible? This is an important question. The third on the infrastructure side is they had promised in last 2016 manifesto several huge projects like Vizigan Harbour, Azikal, Bepur, Konami, Thakaseri. These projects have not at all taken shape. Even metro project, about Kochi metro project, the central government did not get permission for 3 years for setting up this project. Kannur airport has not come up. Then the smart cities, almost 68 smart cities were promised and continuously now also are being promised, but many approximately 25 to 23 smart cities projects have taken up. The fourth point is about the solar power generation, because without this infrastructure creation in the state, nothing can progress. If you see in last 4 years, how the infrastructure has been created in Uttar Pradesh and how it is making a big difference in the industrial development, etc. in Uttar Pradesh. But in Kerala, we don't find. They had focused in the last manifesto that we will go for large-scale solar power generation. And we all know that the state electricity department has been seeped into corruption cases, and even those cases are pointing towards the chief minister from Kerala. Discoms are in bad shape. So they are depending upon central government bailing out those discoms. So power generation is also poor. The road I have traveled in Kerala in the last Sankalp Vijay Yatra in 2016 also, and this Kerala Vijay Yatra and Bharatiya Janata Party in remote areas, etc. The roads are very bad. High Court had to reprimand the state government that why these potholes on the highways, etc. are not being repaired because of shortage of fund, etc. So completely there is a congestion. If you have to travel even 100 kilometers in Kerala any place, major like Tiruvananthapuram to Kochi, it takes more than 5 hours, to cover 100 kilometers like that. Huge congestion on the roads, small roads. They have changed the structure of national highway from 6 lane to 4 lane. Still, they are not been able to do anything. On the railways also, same is the case about the railways. Shornur, and even during the British time, Shornur, I went to Shornur constituency. Even during the British time, it was a major railway junction. It is a place which connects Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Karnataka. That Shornur junction is in bad shape. 170 kilometers railway line is required to connect it to the Tamil Nadu railway main line. That has not been done for so many years, decades by the left government. So without this infrastructure, how the state they want to progress, how investment they want to create, how industry they want to set up is a big question that they have neither answered in their action taken report or report card, and again in the future they are promising on these things. Second important thing that the Kerala people have been telling is about the industries. The whole population of Kerala, it is well educated, it is well endowed with natural resources, etc. But the industries have not come up anything. Promise in 2016 was developing of the traditional industries like coir, handloom, cane, khadi, cashew nut. V.S. सुनील कुमार जो इंडस्ट्रीज मिनिस्टर है केरला के, उन्होंने खुद ने एडमिट किया 2019 में कि वी हैव फेल्ड टू डेवलप और सेटल एनी ट्रेडिशनल इंडस्ट्रीज.